What's up, everybody? It's Supersmallchibiwolf, and today I'm going to be talking about the death battle Heihachi versus Geese and Tekken versus King of Fighters. If you did not watch the fight, I recommend watching the fight. Long story short, I'm going to spoil things. I'm going to talk about next time death battle, and I'm going to talk about this death battle. Let's get into this. So, look, the first thing I want to talk about is the graphics. I loved it. You know that they had 2D like sprite mixed with some I forget what they call it, but the similar to how they did the Sanji and Rock final blow, like it's pretty cool. I would say this, seeing how, leading up to this step battle, I was hyped. I was really like, this is it. You know what I mean? And watching this fight and seeing how other people as well was excited in the live chat, it was pretty cool. Overall, I would say it was this matchup, right, is the best matchup this season so far. And I'm comparing it to the one next time, which I will also talk about next time. I'm going to talk about next time for sure. But after I've finished with this one, in my opinion, how they portrayed the characters as well, it was pretty nice. I liked it. Usually they tend to be here and there and stuff, but overall, seeing how both of them are, I think it was pretty cool. Now, I was surprised. Now, I know that, what was it, they were comparing, like the feats like the Devil Gene and all of that. It's pretty cool, but one thing that I found surprising is I didn't see anything of them talking about Terry and, Geese, about like the all those attacks of the other King of Fighters characters, like the electric shock, bam, when Terry does that stuff. And I don't know. I was still thinking about that. Like, if Ryu beat Jin and if Ken couldn't beat Terry, but here we see Heihachi beat Geese. Maybe it's because if you did not know, they have new rules now in this season, or since the last season, one of those two seasons they updated the rules. So maybe it's, in my opinion, I think if they wouldn't remaster a fight, well, there's a few fights that they should, and it's, I could give 100% great reasons why, like the T for one, and yeah. But besides that, I think Ken versus Terry, I think that would be pretty cool too, because even in the original, I remember a lot of people saying they missed a lot of feats of even both of them. I love both, Street Fighter, Tekken, and King of Fighters, all three. Like I said in my prediction video, all three are my favorites. When it comes to fighting games, I would pick one of the three if I want to play a fighting game. The fight itself, I wouldn't say it was pretty cool. One thing that I enjoy is when, these fight channels actually give something to remember by. Whether it's the final blow, the final death, like how he won, or how they actually respect the characters, portray them good, and say, look, these are the reasons. And it leads up, it's like, okay, this is understandable, this is great, I enjoy how they did it in this death battle. While in other death battles, I was kind of worried because, whenever my favorite death battle, whenever my favorite character of an anime or a video game comes to death battle, I'm like, I always think back of how I'm going to keep repeating this one because it is one of the worst death battles, if not the worst, how they treated Tifa. And now, next time in that battle, they're going to have another character from the shitty ass webtoon series return, just like, and they're going to make her fight Misaka from Attack on Titan. But I'm going to talk about that in a little while later on. But let me just talk. Thinking about seeing how, like, the fighting game characters in that battle and how they handle it. Seeing the all-out death battle's history on handling fighting game characters from Tekken, King of Fighters, Street Fighter, etc., I would say, Blaze Blue is also a part of that. I would say, they do pretty good when it comes to the fighting game characters. In my opinion, seeing a lot of the death battles, because fighting game characters are like mecha death battles. We rarely get the mecha that blah. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, we rarely get the back at that battles, and we rarely get like a lot of fun game characters in that battle. Um, and when we do, it's usually, don't get me wrong, I enjoy, seeing a lot of what was it, Street Fighter. But I remember the point where they had the Cammy and Kandat battle in one season, and I remember that was just awful. Like separate them, spread them out, or else we're gonna be just like don't get me wrong, I love seeing Street Fighter in that battle, but having them so closely next to each other would be like chill. You know what I mean? That's how I felt about the Ken and Cammy fight because it was so close to each other. They should have had more separation. So this season they could have maybe like a random idea thrown in there, and I hope this happens. If look, I'm going to say I'm going to be all over. I'm sorry. I just have a lot of things to say because this that battle has given me hope for fighting game characters in that battle, and I just love it. I love these characters. I've grown up with these games: Street Fighter, Tekken, King Fighters, all three. Like I said, were the main games. They were my favorite games. They were the fighting games that I played more in their franchise or series. And I spend more time on. So it means a lot when a fighting game characters are in one of these fights. You know, um, this I was hyped, and the hype lived on. The hype. Oh yeah. Now, what I would say is this: if like, don't get me wrong, I love the graphics, but imagine if they used like I think it like imagine if they used the 3D graphics like Wii vs Jin, which was another amazing that battle which I loved, and that would have been amazing too. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the graphics on this one sucked. I'm not saying that. The graphics were great. I would even say the graphics here were way better than Sanji versus Rock Lee. And don't get me wrong, that battle I enjoyed it. But this one was great. This one was, I would say personally, thinking about, what could have been better, and maybe I already said this, so sorry if I repeat myself, but I wanted a longer fight. Now, the only criticism I would have, so, uh, like overall, is I wanted a longer fight. In my opinion, it kind of feels short, especially using characters that are in fighting games. Now, maybe you're going to say, that sounds a little biased. So, like I was saying, is maybe this might sound a little biased, but for fighting games, in that battle, fighting game characters in that battle in general, I think the fighting game characters in that battle, if they're going to be in that battle, should have longer fights than any other dead battle. Now, let me look. Don't get me wrong. I love the mecha fights, and if mecha fights are long, I would love that. You know what I mean? But me personally, I just like they are fighting game characters. You know what I mean? You would think like even more time would be given in love. They are on the floor. Not on the floor, but they are fighting game characters. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. They're not like Sailor Moon. Let's fly here, or Dragon Ball. Let's go to planets. But you know what I mean. Like I love the idea of fighting game characters coming in because fighting games are my favorites, and seeing them, different fighting game characters from different franchises coming together to fight. It's just so cool. It makes me so hyped and happy. So leading up to this that battle, I was hyped. I was really really hyped, and it paid off. So I'm just so excited. I'm gonna end it off here because ooh, let's talk about future death battles that I want and next time. Next time is fucking shit. Okay, fuck next time in that battle. You are just fucking idiots. I am sorry. Next time in that battle, okay? You're gonna have Mikasa versus that character for the only purpose of why. Like in my opinion, when a good matchup because that's a mirror matchup. Okay, I'm just gonna be all out with you all. Okay, at that point, just have Mega Man versus Samus Aran. You know what I mean? Like, no, Mega Man versus Samus Aran. No, it's not good. Which is another reason that I'm seeing a lot of people did say that. I remember I've always seen in those live streams. I was like, why? You know, next time in that battle, a lot of fights are requested by that battle, and if it's unique and something creative and something that I didn't think of, then I would love that. I love being surprised. I love seeing fight ideas that's like, oh, this is unique. This is cool. This is fun and all that. The other next time in that battle has been done by two other channels already. Now, don't get me wrong. If other channels done it, that doesn't mean that battle can't do it. I love when these channels have different types of animation, and then if one channel has misleading information or bad research, then the other one could actually give an actual good episode and justify like, hey, this character wins because of these reasons. You know what I mean? And it's pretty good. So in my opinion, but if it's like a bad battle idea or bad fight idea being redone over and over by other channels, like 5 other channels, then it sucks. It's a bad matchup overall next time in that battle. Mikasa should have fought someone else. Make it unique fights. Don't make it a mirror matchup. At this point, just have, what was it? Let me give you an example. In Pokemon, this is a perfect example. Let's look at Pokemon. You think it's smart to have a Charizard versus what was it? Wait, oh, sorry about that. It was thing came up distracted. But long story short, so like I was saying, having a Charizard versus another Charizard isn't a smart idea. Having a Blastoise versus a Blastoise isn't a good idea, etc., etc. So next time in that battle is basically that logic of let us have. It's the reason why I fucking hated the Archie Sonic that battle. Archie Sonic was wasted in that battle, and that pissed me off because Sonic is actually one of the coolest characters in my opinion. I love Sonic. Wait up, let me just show you real quick. Knuckles plushie, you all know that I love Sonic. You know, so to see, that's the logic. It's like, why waste Sonic in that battle, and now they're going to waste Mikasa in that battle, and it's like, really, you can't find something more unique, more cool, more that's not a mirror matchup overall. Mirror matchups suck. It's useless. It's like, at least have something unique. For example, why not Mikasa versus a comic from a comic or kill? That's unique. That's something like, oh, one has, it's many reasons why. One has technology to fly here and there and then use her swords while also having, I believe she has like a crazy side to her. I'm not that into, well, I'm not saying that into, I was just waiting for Attack on Titan to end to watch it fully. You know what I mean? Now, I think it ended, I believe. I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments if Attack on Titan ended, because I'm not sure. I don't keep up with that stuff. I usually wait until it all ends to watch and review. You know what I mean? So, moving on from all of that, I know somewhat of Mikasa. I've seen the gameplay of Attack on Titan on PS4. Let's see what else I know about Mikasa. She has 2 swords. She fights, kills gigantic humans, and I believe she turns into like a beast. Yes. Yeah, I think she does. I think I heard that one time. And overall, let's be honest. If Mikasa's going to lose, they're going to make her be beast mode and get killed as a beast. Okay. Now, moving on from all that. Or make her eat the other character. The other character I don't give a fuck about. It's a shitty Rooster Teeth one. Dude, they're going to fuck everything up. Man, let's be honest. Like, dude, I see Mikasa and I see amazing opponents for her, but they use the most generic fight idea. They have the most basic mindset when it comes to those ideas. That fights like that, like basic fights, and it's like, why? You could have DBX this. No one gives a fuck about DBX. Well, if you're a Dead Battle fan and actually love to see, information, interesting stuff, you don't give a fuck about those DBXs, which sucks is because they do great Dead Battle ideas, or they take the Dead Battle ideas that are actually useful, and they DBX it and make it shit and waste the time. Well, the interesting Dead Battles, like Akami vs Mikasa or something, or whatever, and they would ignore that one. They would DBX them and then just put in all the male matchups and think, look, male matchups aren't that fun, you know? Like, let me give you an example of something interesting and fun, right? I would say Sakura Gazugano from Street Fighter versus Yuri from Tekken. Now, hear me out. Now hear me out. Well, Sakura is, she's way different than Yuri, right? Yeah, they are similarities here and there, and nothing wrong with similarities. Similarities are interesting because we don't want Broly to fight someone like. Imagine Broly versus fucking Machop. Fucking wow, and then fucking Broly. Like one hit with the hand, squishing Machop. Nah, that would be awful. No, that would be a fucking shit idea. That would be, if they ever did that battle, fuck it, they should never be taken seriously again. Broly versus Machop is awful, just like the next Dead Battle, and that's the perfect example. Just because two characters are known for punching, and just because two characters are known for having a power up, doesn't mean to put them together. And next time in Dead Battle is basically that without the punching. Instead, they have the flying technology and there's swords and all that. Now, look, at least, if they had more. Because, I see a lot of these characters at times be wasted. And I'm like, oh man, it's going to be 3 years at least until we get another Dead Battle with them. For example, Krona from the Soul Eater. Like, I would have, me personally, no, Ryuko from Kill la Kill. Krona's Dead Battle, okay, it was cool, I will admit, But I'm talking about Ryuko's Dead Battle. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Man, it's gonna be 3 years until we see Ryuko Matoi in Dead Battle again. Now, overall, I would say Ryuko versus Krona. Now, I'm going to end it off here because I'm just saying random stuff. So, overall, I loved this Dead Battle. It was great. I think, I really hope we get more fighting game characters in Dead Battle because this is an example of why we need it. It just creates such an interesting and fun experience to watch, and oh, I love it. Next time in Dead Battle fucking sucks. We all know that. Now the Dead Battles I would personally love. I'm just going to name off random characters and you just see what you do. Sakura Kazugano from Street Fighter, Yuri from King of Fighters, Oscar from Tekken, maybe Yuri versus Oscar. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's potential. Or maybe put Sakura in all three of them and have a threesome. A battle royale. But moving on from that. I would love Solid Snake to come back in Dead Battle. I think the first time around he was wasted. Tifa definitely should come back. She was definitely fucking wasted. Like Chie from Persona. I think she will be a great fighter to come to that battle as well. I would personally also love to see Ryuko vs Krona. Like I said, I think that has potential to be pretty cool. Sokoban Deku characters will be interesting because no other fight series like One Man Melee, etc. is using it. And overall, there's a lot of pretty cool characters that could be in that battle. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments. And until next time, bye.